Sup.
Sup, yo.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
Hi, I'm Shandi.
Hi, I'm Craig, and this is Seance with My Siblings.
Texas Cryptids edition.
Welcome to the seance.
Any ghost updates?
Pew, pew. No, not for me.
No, it's been nice and quiet like at my house.
Samesies.
No ghosties.
I thought I had a ghost update.
Ooh.
So like 2 nights ago, I'm awoken by some noise. Um, and it sounds like someone like either it's like super close, like to my window or something, and someone's like, "Hey." And I like sit up and I like look around and I text mom and I text Chantel. I was like, "Are you guys outside?" No one replies to me. And so I'm like laying in bed. I'm like,
brats.
"My door's locked. I'll be okay." And then
Shadow will protect you.
and Shadow will protect me. But it sounded like really close. I was like, "Is that in my room? Is that a ghost?" Turns out next morning it was Chantel.
She was shooing away a cat, who,
Mhm.
a neighborhood cat that bugs Louis
Lestat,
Lestat.
yeah.
They're very cute. I love them.
They are cute.
Anyway, cats. I've got lots of them.
Yippee! Yes, you might see Marilyn
Oh.
wandering.
I was just joking with Kylie that I think we're the only podcast that has to lint roll this set. I think you guys can
That's
see it. There's like a
hilarious.
black tablecloth and
Yeah.
like a red tablecloth underneath it.
Anyway,
Shall
Anyways,
we talk about some Texas cryptids,
let's
y'all?
talk about some Texas
yes.
cryptids.
Hi, Texas. We've got some listeners in Texas.
Hi, Texas.
Your time
Howdy,
to shine.
Texas.
Your time to shine. Houston, Texas is known for a lot of things. But did you know one of those things is a bat colony? Nestled among the lush green vegetation of Buffalo Bayou Park, Waugh Drive Bridge rests over Buffalo Bayou, less than 2 miles west of downtown Houston. Why am I telling you about a bridge? This bridge is home to an estimated 250,000 Mexican free-tailed bats.
I must know what these babies
They're
look
cute.
like.
They're very
I
cute.
love bats.
These bats take to the skies, and the bat flights bring in tourists and bat enthusiasts alike. They're so cute. They're so cute.
Oh,
As they wind through the bayou and past the downtown skyscrapers.
look at their little faces.
They're adorable.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
We'll have to put a
Yeah.
picture in for the
They're
video
so
format.
cute.
If you think bats are cute, you'll think these bats are very cute.
You'll want to pet the puppy.
You'll want to pet the puppy.
Don't pet the puppy. They got the rabies.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Not all the time. Be careful.
Just
Be
don't touch
careful.
wild animals.
Yeah, that's usually
Even if you want to.
that's usually a good
That's
rule
good
of thumb.
advice.
Or else you'll end up like the chick that got her face eaten off because she was trying to take a picture with a snow leopard. Just be careful out there.
It's wild out there, everyone. Snow leopard could eat your face.
They sure can. They don't like selfies, apparently.
Checks that.
The bats take to the skies, and the bat flights bring in tourists and bat enthusiasts alike as they wind through the bayou and past the downtown skyscrapers. The bat population fluctuates throughout the year, with the most bats hanging out in summer, though some bats stick around in the winter at the Waugh Drive Bridge as well, because winter is a lot warmer in Texas than it is in other places.
Do the bats stay in Utah?
I don't know. That's a good question. Speaking of animals, once upon a time ago, we said that there were no fireflies in Utah.
Are we wrong?
We were corrected by someone on Instagram.
Thank you for
that
correcting us.
We don't know what the hell we're talking about. And in 28 counties in Utah, there are fireflies.
What? What?
Yep.
I have never seen one in my 43 years.
We must be one of the counties that does not have fireflies.
Are they an
How
antelope?
rude.
I don't know, but I Googled it. I did Google it, and there are definitely fireflies in
Oh.
Utah.
Well, I want to see Utah fireflies.
Same.
You don't need to be rude. Just say, hey, guys.
They weren't rude.
Oh, good.
They
Okay.
weren't rude.
Yes, fireflies.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel excited now. I
Yeah.
might see a firefly in my lifetime. How fun. Oh, don't close that. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. Bats. Whoa. Okay, back to the bats. We are like a bunch of people that get distracted easily. Bat sightings are not uncommon in Texas, but at 2:30 a.m. on June 18th, 1953, in the Houston Heights, 3 neighbors saw something not only uncommon, but quite strange, just a few feet from their home. The Batman. Not that Batman.
I was like,
Batman.
oh, no.
Something stranger and more mysterious.
So not Bruce Wayne in a
Not
suit.
Bruce Wayne in a suit. I am justice. It was a being with the qualities of a bat, a slender frame, and broad shoulders. A creature that freezes you in your tracks when you see it.
Ruh-roh. Does it have a dump truck like Mothman?
Did you say
No.
broad shoulders?
I said broad shoulders. Look at Craig, he's getting all flushed.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. On that night in June, Hilda Walker, a 23-year-old housewife, and 2 of her neighbors, Judy Myers and Howard Phillips, were sitting on their front porch when Hilda noticed a large shadow moving across the lawn. It was then that they could make out its form. One of the witnesses, Howard Phillips, a tool plant inspector.
So you know he's trustworthy.
He's
dude.
trustworthy.
He's not just a housewife, everyone.
He's a trustworthy dude. He inspects tool
Tools.
plants.
Well, good for him, though. We need
Yeah.
that.
We do need that.
Thanks, guy.
He told the Houston Chronicle, "I could hardly believe it, but I saw it." All 3 witnesses had a similar description of what they saw that night. A tall man-like figure, about 6.5 feet tall, with bat-like wings attached to his back. The figure was encased in a halo of glowing light. It had bat-like qualities, a slender frame, and broad shoulders. The neighbors froze when they saw it. They said the mysterious figure lingered for 30 seconds or more. Then suddenly, the light began to fade and the figure vanished. Immediately afterwards, cat in my face. Immediately afterwards,
Fancy butthole.
Walker said, "We heard a loud swoosh over the housetops across the street. It was like the white flash of a torpedo-shaped object." So he's fast. He goes zoom. I've heard so much about flying saucer stories. I thought all of those people telling the stories were crazy, but now I don't know what to believe. I may be nuts, but I saw it, whatever it was. I sat there stupefied. I was amazed. Meyer said, "I saw it and nobody can say that I didn't." Phillips stated, "We looked across the street and saw a flash of light rise from another tree and take off like a jet." The next morning, Walker made a police report of the terrifying encounter. The location of Walker's home, where the sighting was made, has been overtaken by Interstate 10 in the years since the encounter. But has something similar been witnessed more recently? In the 90s, a
Not the
close friend of
90s.
cryptozoologist Ken Gerhard told an intriguing story. Multiple employees at the Bel Air Theater in Houston are said to have witnessed a gigantic helmeted man crouching on a rooftop downtown in the 1990s. That's it on the Texas Batman. He seems chill. What do you guys think?
Interdimensional being.
Yes.
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 He was just like minding his own business, thinking he was all alone. And he looks over and there's those people on their porch staring at him. He's like, oops.
Mouth
He
ajar.
freezes and poofs.
And he looks at me, and I look at him.
Look at him.
What's that?
Yes.
It's a meme. It's a
A meme.
TikTok brain rot sound.
Okay.
Craig, does Mothman have what's it?
A bat brother?
An opponent? Someone else in the
Yes.
running for your heart?
Yes. Maybe. Mayhaps.
He's tall,
Broad shoulders.
broad
Broad
shouldered.
shoulders.
He glows.
Ethereal, glowing.
He doesn't seem to have a
Yeah.
badonk.
Is that
But
a deal breaker?
Is that a deal breaker?
No, I don't think so.
And because that was just a short and sweet, I found a ghost story from Texas.
I need to be getting to Texas, y'all.
It's very haunted.
And there's like hotels, haunted hotels there that I'm obsessed with that I must get to one day.
Road
Hell
trip.
yeah, there are.
A long
Yes, road trip,
That we
road
just
trip.
We'll
fly.
just fly. We'll just
How about
fly.
we fly?
We'll
Yes.
fly to Tejas.
On Mothman's wings.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll put
I'll
out the
let
bat
you-
signal for Batman to come pick us up.
You two can do that, and I'm just gonna get on an airplane.
Okay.
Bet.
I'm gonna take a Xanax, get on an airplane.
Okay. This is Ghost Children from Texas City Explosion by Emmeline Texas on yourghoststories.com. So Miss Emmeline is from Texas. Let me preface this story by telling you that I live in a town right on the Galveston Bay in South Texas. It's a quiet town where you would never guess that anything dark had ever happened. Nevertheless, in 1947, a ship named the Grand Camp exploded at the pier and ignited one of the largest tragedies in the United States. In all, 576 people were killed, and the southern part of the town was almost vaporized. The destruction runs to within half a mile of my 1920s bungalow, which I bought in 2010. I didn't know at the time, but there are frequently echoes of the people who lived here in 1947.
Ooh.
One night, when we were in bed, my husband was awoken at 4:30 a.m. by the sounds of two little girls playing what sounded like a ball and jacks. He listened for a minute and they giggled and played with the bedroom door.
That's cute.
He said they sounded somewhere between 6 and 8 years old. He was fully awake and facing our bedroom windows. There was enough light that he was seeing the false dawn along with the slight glow behind him. I was on the side of the bed closest to the door and asleep. After a moment or two, the oldest girl said, "Watch this," to the other child. She called out, "Mama, Mama," which any mother knows will roust you out of the deepest sleep. I immediately sat up and panicked, saying, What, are you okay?" And they giggled to see that I responded. So this sounds like an intelligent haunting.
Yeah, I was gonna say residual at first.
At first, nah.
Do we really think it's little girls?
Hmm.
No.
I don't think so.
Marilyn. She just wants love. Okay. My husband silently grabbed my arm and pointed to the foot of the bed. There was a patch of doorway that looked lighter and wavy to me, and I could hear a little whisper, but couldn't make out what was being said. I looked at him. He looked at me wide-eyed, and we both decided to be massive chickens and lie down again and pretend that it never happened.
You just hold each other, put the blanket over your head, and go to sleep.
Yep. That's literally when I saw like that full body apparition little girl, I just rolled over. Go back to sleep.
Your brain just does that. It's like, nope, this is not what I want.
Mm-hmm. I keep losing my spot. Sorry, guys. We both decided to be chickens and lie down again. Okay, that's where we are. This was a little creepy, and we weren't sure how to deal with the ghost children. Everything was quiet for about 10 minutes, and I started drifting back off to sleep. My husband settled down with his back to the door and started to doze off again. We heard the little game start up again, and a silvery glow was at the foot of the bed. I watched as it came around to my husband's side of the bed. He was lying on his side, and the little glow moved to where his pillow was. I was too afraid to move or say anything. He had his eyes squeezed shut. I don't blame him. As I watched, it looked as if two little hands pressed down on the bed right next to his face, and the glow hovered closer and closer to his face. That's an absolute no. So she's like got her hands and she's getting
Up in
right
his
into
grill.
his grill. Yeah.
I
Don't do that.
hate it.
If you're a ghost and you're
No.
listening,
Don't
no.
do that.
That's something you shouldn't do.
That's something you shouldn't do.
I wonder if he was even able to, like, think or speak, or if he was just in total freeze response.
He very well could have been, because that's
Because I would have been like, "Ma'am, get out of my
here.
face."
Yeah.
If I was not terrified, that is.
As I watched it, oh, I said that already.
Okay.
I'm not sure who screamed first, but we both did. There was a tinkling little laugh. It wasn't mean. It reminded me of small children who are checking to see if they can wake you up to play with them. As we grabbed each other, thoroughly shaken, the little glow slipped right through the wall and vanished. I don't mind that the little girls and others come through once in a while, but it can surprise and shake you. We have a few stories if anyone is interested. I'd be happy to share them with you. I don't know what I think about, like, it could be kids, because kids probably died in the explosion.
Sure, but I don't think
But it
they're
also seems
stuck.
like, well,
Trickstery,
yeah,
but, like, in a fun way.
yeah. I don't think any ghosts are, like, stuck.
No,
And kids die.
and kids do die. That's a hard one, because I think all of us would hate for kids to be stuck.
Mm-hmm.
But before I was pregnant with Zave, and I would hear a little kid running through the hallway, and I would think it was Xander up from his nap, but I would go check, and Xander's still dead asleep. And it only happened for a few months until it was almost till it was time to be born. So I would always have just thought, oh, Zave was just coming to, like, chill with his new family. Or no, did it stop when I got pregnant? I think it stopped when I got pregnant. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, it happened.
Yeah. But
And
yeah,
I think it was Zave.
I think kids have a lot less, like, things that would hold them
Right.
to,
But that doesn't mean they can't be like other spirit and just come when they
yeah,
feel like it and do what they want.
yeah,
Yeah, probably like visiting or time travel. Like, I don't know.
Right. Or
One
maybe
of
that's
those.
just the
Or
form they
residual.
yeah,
the most.
exactly. Because, like, if you could, like, if you just wanted to, like, go back and visit the house where you grew up in, and you could, like, wouldn't you, like, do a little pranky prank? To
Yes.
be like,
Yes.
Yes.
"Ooh."
But it did also feel trickstery.
It did feel
So
a
I
little
don't know.
trickstery.
And sometimes I'm like, do spirits come back as like their child self so that the
We're less
living feel less
afraid.
afraid? Yeah.
The same reason that entities use the child form.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh.
One day when I'm dead, I'll know
Well, no.
answers.
For now, we can only speculate.
If you think you have answers to those questions, email them to seancewithmysiblings@gmail.com.
Yes, you can also send your ghost stories to seancewithmysiblings@gmail.com, and we'll read them on the podcast.
It will happen.
It
We
will
do it.
happen. We will do it immediately.
Bet.
All right, one more short and
We'll
sweet.
astral
This is-
project and
We will
read your story to
astrally
you.
project. Strange Light in the Sky by Lonely Bone on yourghoststories.com. I wanted to share this story with you guys because I found it to be strange and awesome at the same time. I'm not sure that my story would be classified as paranormal. Well, I'm going to say this was in early 2014, about 9 or 10. I think they mean like they were 9 or 10.
Yes, I would think so.
I was home going about my business when I get a phone call from my friend telling me to run outside and look what was up in the sky. I was amazed at what I saw. It was just jaw-dropping. First off, I'm going to say that I live in a town called Rocheron, Texas, and not many miles ahead, there is another town called Alvin, Texas. Alvin, Texas is known for having many UFO sightings. The way the light was coming from, it seemed to be coming from the direction that town is in. It was really dark outside that night, and what you could see was a very huge cloud. It was orange. The cloud looked like the flame of a candle, to be precise. So kind of that like reddy orange
That's
glow.
wild.
That is wild. The light that you could see from the cloud went up and down, dimmed, and then got brighter, just like the flame of a candle sometimes does. I was just so amazed, I screamed to my mother to get out here. We were both amazed at what we saw, and we just stood there looking at this thing. I would whip out my phone.
What? It was in 2014.
2014.
They would've
But
been
they're just a little human,
Yeah.
so maybe they didn't have a phone.
Probably not.
First of all, this thing in the cloud was floating above the sky and not moving at all. It was there for a few minutes. Not long after, my mom and I saw a ray or beam of light coming down. After a few seconds, we also saw what it looked like to be a small guy in the beam. So, they're probably sharing an alien, maybe.
Or nor.
The little guy did look like a tiny human and seemed to be walking inside the beam. I found this to be cool because I had never seen a UFO before.
Oh, now you have.
Now you have. This was the last time I saw it, but my friend did see the one other time while I was out of town. He did take pictures, but sadly, we do not talk anymore, and I cannot get my hands on those images. Please, guys, tell me what you think about this, and have you experienced anything like this before? Thanks.
Thankfully, no, I have not. Alien.
So similar to like the rising and falling orange light, I've seen like a rising and falling like green light over the horizon. Craig, you were there when we saw this at the
Yes.
cemetery.
And I've seen something similar at the
Marilyn!
Springs as well.
Sorry, what?
Marilyn?
Marilyn was being a nuisance.
Oh, nuisance.
Marilyn's
I saw
great.
some as well at the Springs, just above, like Fountain Green, basically, is where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, they were
I
at the
love it.
cemetery and they were like glowing green and just like no idea what they were.
It's
Mhm.
fireflies.
It probably was, but it was like over the
No, I
whole
know. I'm just being a dick.
mountainside. But it could have been.
No, I don't think fireflies' butts are that powerful.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe an
Huh.
alien, maybe a UFO, maybe an interdimensional being,
Something paranormal.
something paranormal, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
The end.
The end. All right, guys. And gals and theys and thems and all of the people and sentient beings. Here we go. We're going to talk about La Lechuza. Blow cat fur off my phone. Of all the cryptids I have learned about over my lifetime, La Lechuza is my favorite.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shandi likes a cryptid.
I do. She is a witch owl, a bruja.
Slay.
Yeah.
Speaking of owls, it's the superb owl this weekend.
What was
The
that?
Super Bowl.
Oh, today, as we're recording it, people are getting ready to watch the foosball.
You mean
They
the
are
Bad
not the
Bunny
foosball.
concert?
Yeah, the Bad Bunny concert where people will be playing a game before and after.
Yes.
The Green Day is opening for.
I've seen them live before. I don't particularly love Green Day, but man, they put on a good show.
You don't love
Ooh, I
Green
bet.
Day?
No,
I'm shook.
like they're fine. I just they wasn't. I don't know. Like I was 11 or 12 when their album Dookie came out. That like really shot them into stardom.
Woo.
Anyway,
Anyway,
they put on a banger. It was Jimmy Eat World, Green Day, and Blink-182, and Jimmy Eat World was
that
fine.
lineup.
That
Yeah, they
lineup
did good. It was
sounds
fine.
sick.
But Blink-182 I was so excited to see them, and they had like some weird feedback going on, and you could tell they were like just not having it, and it was real disappointing. But Green Day was a banger. Anyway, all right. Long before Spain arrived, owls carried Okay, we're in Mexico right now. We're in Mexico. Okay.
Okay.
Because Texas used to be owned by Mexico. Texas was Mexico. From what I read.
Yep.
At least, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Long
The
before
United
Spain arrived.
States is a new thing.
That we stole.
Yippee.
Okay, here we go.
Sorry.
Gotta talk about owl witches now.
Okay, owl witches.
Long before Spain arrived, owls already carried heavy meaning across Mesoamerica. Among Aztec and Nahua peoples, owls were companions of the underworld. They served the Lord of the Dead and appeared as omens of illness, war, or imminent passing. Oh, I just got full body chills. Night birds were not neutral creatures. They crossed boundaries humans could not.
Ooh.
I love owls. Some traditions describe, oh, I have tried so hard. I tried so hard. I swear. I listened to it. I practiced it. It's, it's Nahuatl, so I don't know.
Do your best.
Okay.
You got this.
Okay. Talapuchi or Nahual figures humans could only transform into animals through spiritual means. Owls were a favored form because they moved silently between worlds. One could ask themselves, how did an owl who is a messenger to the underworld morph into a witch? I'll tell you.
Okay.
People came and invaded native people, and Catholicism came, Christianity, came. Anyway, so Spain came into the picture, and for our purposes today, not to undermine the horrors of foreigners coming and taking over, the Spanish people brought with them their lore of witches. Ooh. Morphing together, creating La Lechuza. So, in Spain, witches were believed to fly at night, and they were women, you guys. Maybe men, but I don't think so. Women. Transform into animals, steal children. We gotta be stealing the babies.
Gotta still
What do we do with them? I don't really want any babies. Anyway, and we punish
Whatever the
men.
hell Dracula did.
Witches.
No. That was yeah.
That's for another podcast. And witches punish men who wronged women. By the 1600s and 1700s in northern Mexico, La Lechuza emerged as a fully formed legend.
Ooh.
She was said to be a woman who practiced black magic or brujeria. A mother who lost a child and sought revenge, so kind of like a La Llorona situation. A betrayed wife, or a healer who crossed a line, kind of like the epidermis strollers. Yes. At night, she transformed into a massive owl with a woman's face or voice. She haunted the careless and punished cruelty.
Ooh, I like her. Also,
She ate. She's cooking.
She punished drunkards.
she's like, get out of here with that nonsense.
So it's like,
You're too drunk.
from what I was reading, it's like men walking home late at night from bars. Because, we had that whole temperance movement here in the States, the prohibition, because women were sick of getting beaten by their drunk husbands. I'm guessing it's a similar situation. But that is my speculation. It is all alleged. Do your research.
Do your research.
At
So
night,
she probably did as she
transformed into a
should.
massive owl. Oh, wait, I already said that. Her role was not random terror. She enforced social rules when there was not a system in place to hold men's accountable.
Ooh.
So I'm not sure where the
Pop
children
off.
come in. In the children, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think a lot of parents use La Lechuza to scare kids to stay inside at
Yeah,
night.
like a cautionary
Yeah.
tale.
Exactly. La Lechuza is a part of Texas cryptid lore because Texas used to be owned by Mexico when they liberated themselves from Spain. Mexico owned Texas until they didn't. This isn't a history lesson. It is about spooky stories. So here are some personal accounts from our haunted friends on the internet.
Ooh.
Daddy 1223 has a story about Lechuza. Hey, Daddy. Ew.
Daddy.
Okay. There is a legend here in South Texas about witches who shape shift into large birds that fly only at night. They supposedly look like owls but can whistle and talk. The older Hispanic folks fear them. I remember my grandfather speaking about them when I was a kid, and he told me never reply to their whistles. Smart. Good job, Grandpa.
Good job, Gramps.
One night in 1985, when I was about 12 years old, my dad had arrived home at about 2:30 in the morning, as he was a bassist in a band.
Ooh.
Man coming home from a bar.
How dare he?
I know, but La Lechuza's like, I'll get you, my pretty.
And your bass, too.
And your bass, too. And your singer, too. I was sitting in the kitchen with him, and we heard a whistle from the kitchen window. There were no external lights on that side of the house, so we couldn't see anything, but I knew that there was a tree branch approximately 8 feet away from that window. My dad decided to whistle, and the thing outside whistled back to my dad.
Nope.
He's just fucking around and finding out.
He sure is.
My dad whistled twice, and it whistled twice. My dad whistled 3 times, and it whistled 3 times.
No.
My dad whistled a tune. In parentheses, I can't recall the tune. And it whistled back the exact tune. Oh, shit. By this time, my mom, who had been in the living room, came in yelling at my dad to stop communicating with it. Smart. My mom was legitimately afraid because by the time the thing whistled the tune, it was right outside the kitchen window.
Ooh.
For many years, my mom was convinced that it was a Lechuza. The reason my mom yelled at my dad to stop whistling at it was because she feared the thing would tire of whistling and start talking.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Like, she's like, whistling, tolerable. Full-ass sentences, fuck off.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. All right, here we go. This. Oh, did I only? I thought I had 2 stories. Just kidding. That's it. My sources are an article called "The Sinister Legend of La Lechuza, the witch owl monster of the Rio Grande Valley in northern Mexico" by Austin Harvey, edited by John Kurowski. It's from 2023. And
Nice.
I watched a YouTube video called La Lechuza, the shape-shifting witch owl monstrum from this creator called Storied.
Okay. Nice. She seems like a cool cryptid.
Yeah.
I do like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not up to anything naughty, will she still eat you?
I don't know.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know if you got eaten.
If you know more about La Lechuza or have stories or family lore, let us know.
Yeah.
Because she's now someone who, like, I'm like, can you just adopt me? Are you my mom?
Are you my mom?
If
Are
you
you
are
my
La Lechuza, email us.
I need you guys, though, to watch What We Do in the Shadows so you get my superb owl joke.
All right. The TV
The
show?
TV show.
Okay.
The TV show. Also watch the movie, though, if you haven't watched the movie.
I have watched
It's
the
a
movie.
banger.
It's been a long time ago. So I took a Blue Lotus gummy this morning because I was super anxious.
Are you feeling it now? Are you feeling
really
it, Mr.
nice.
Krabs?
It's like having 1 glass of wine.
Okay.
So, like, nothing crazy. But I definitely was able to eat food. So that was great.
That's good.
Because you know, you
That's
get so
good.
anxious that your stomach is like, hey, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that
Well.
was fun. Not sponsored by Amontera, but I mean, we're open to it.
I'm glad you're feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
Nosferatu.
All right, Craig. Tell us about your cryptid.
Okie dokie. So I'm gonna yap to you about El Chupacabra. Okay. The El Chupacabra is a cryptid that is renowned for its attacks on livestock, as a lot of people probably know because the cryptid is pretty well known. It will suck their blood. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. The
I did not
Chupacabra
say
does
blah,
not
blah,
say
blah.
blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Um, the El Chupacabra in English means the goat sucker. That's something I didn't know.
That's what she said.
Yeah, oh no.
I'd kiss that goat. If it
Oh,
Sucker,
the
I hardly
go-goat.
know her.
Kiss the go-goat. Do it.
That's such a
Papa
banger.
Tobias said so. Okay. Um, so they'll
Bias.
supposedly
Papa
eat
Nile.
eh,
Young Papa Nile.
what? Oh, yes. Me gusta Papa Nile. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
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 So it supposedly eats them, but it mainly sucks the blood of chickens, goats, and other farm animals and pets. It has it has been reported all over the Americas, mostly in the southwestern United States, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. There are two common versions of the chupacabra. There's a reptilian kind, the true chupacabra, and a canid kind, which are also called blue dogs. There have
Blue
been more
dogs?
than blue dog, the
Okay.
more canine-looking chupacabra that people see. They call it blue dogs.
So they have different
Uh,
subspecies of chupacabras. Oh,
yes. The reptilian kind, which is freaky as hell. Like the pictures they have, oh, they're gross. Okay, I'll
I
talk
didn't
about
know
that in a
that.
minute.
I learned something new today about chupacabras.
Yeah,
Thanks,
there
Craig.
are many of them,
And different
allegedly.
flavors.
Different,
Like,
yeah, scary, gross. There have been more than 2,000 sightings of both types. When it sucks blood, it allegedly makes an odd noise. It's like,
okay.
Oh no. Okay. There are there are claims and discoveries made by the scientific community proving of the chupacabra in India, where it has been named Raktha Anthika, blood drinker, by a scientist named Idijo Thomas. What makes his claim unique is that he has released multiple pictures of Rakata and the Indian chupacabra, which match the original description of the chupacabra in Puerto Rico. So that's
He's a
fun.
traveling guy or gal.
hmm
They're a traveling cryptid. Interdimensional beings
hmm Yes. I feel like,
everywhere.
yeah, the chupacabra is everywhere. It's many places. Their first known attacks were in March of 1995 in Puerto Rico. 8 sheep were discovered dead, each completely drained of blood. Investigators found 3 strange puncture wounds in the chests of the animals. Despite the odd circumstances, authorities could only attribute the killing to a known predator, a fox perhaps. Others, however, recognize the similarities in these deaths to the enigmatic cattle mutilation, which had taken place in America's Southwest. I guess that happened like quite regularly
Okay.
Don't
in
they
that
usually
time.
attribute that to aliens?
They would contribute it to like aliens or especially like wildlife.
Mm.
Um, but like with the cattle mutilation, it's been attributed to definitely aliens, chupacabras,
All sorts of things. They're just trying to
all sorts of
explain what's
things.
going on.
Yep. The woman who first sighted the monster, Madeline Tolentino, had an eyewitness description that was the basis of the most famous drawing of the chupacabra. In Cano, or oh god, I'm gonna butcher this.
You got it.
Canavanas. About 30 citizens claimed to have seen the chupacabras, swearing that it had swooped down from the sky and
It can
left over
fly
trees.
now.
Yeah,
Oh
it flies
no.
now. That goes back to the more lizard-like description.
Mm.
Yeah, it would leap from the treetops.
I
It
thought they
wasn't
could
until
always
November
fly.
19th. Yeah, everything flies.
Everything flies.
Everything flies. Oh my god, it's gonna swoop down. Okay.
Spiders
It
with
wasn't.
wings.
Yes. Um, in November 19th, 1995, a detailed description of the chupacabra came from an eyewitness. On that autumn night in Puerto Rico, the creature struck again. Farmers awoke to a horrifying scene. Dozens of turkeys, rabbits, goats, cats, dogs, horses, and cows dead, with no explainable cause, just mysterious markings left by the blood-drinking chupacabras, which is
Mm-mm.
crazy. A
That's
crazy,
wild.
horrific scene. But in the north central city of Caguas, that one's in Texas, I believe, a startled homeowner caught the world's first fleeting glimpse of the goatsucker, described as having huge red eyes and hairy arms. So some pictures of the chupacabra make it look like alien-like it has those big alien eyes, but they're like red.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like the drawings. um, Described as having huge red eyes and hairy arms, the creature allegedly broke into the bedroom of the house through a window, tore apart a child stuffed teddy bear, and left a puddle of slime and a single piece of rancid meat on the windowsill before disappearing.
Ew.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't like that it left slime.
Was it
I'm like
really slime or was
picturing
it its
Ghostbusters.
pee? Hmm. Or like
Ooh,
body juices?
ew,
Isn't that
gross.
what the slime would be? Just body juices?
Like saliva and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I first read that. I was like, maybe it's like, I thought like saliva.
Yeah.
By the end of 1995, the chupacabras had been blamed for more than 1,000 mysterious animal deaths, all resulting from blood loss through one or more puncture wounds. In that time, several more eyewitnesses came forward, consistently describing creatures being monkey-like but having no tail. They characterized as having large oval red eyes that sometimes glowed, gray skin, a long snake-like tongue, fangs, a long spinal quills that may double as wings. Those who saw it say the chupacabra stands between 4 to 5 feet tall, hops like a kangaroo, and leaves a foul, sulfur-like stench. At the site of some deaths, unidentified three-toed tracks were found. Zoologists could think of no other animal that matched the description.
Mm.
Mhm. There have been later sightings across Mexico and the United States describing strange hairless dog-like creatures sucking the blood of chickens, cattle, goats, and other livestock. Um, and that was until the chupacabra became known more across the world. They would I think that's like where the blue dog like lore came from. And I have some sightings. February 2017, Victoria, Texas, on Highway 185 and Guadalupe Road in Victoria, Texas. A resident reportedly spotted a chupacabra following the tip um, of a Crossroads Today viewer. The news station went to the location and then found an animal lying on the side of the road. It had the paws of a dog and the body of the body of a hyena.
Mm.
Mhm.
Hmm. I was just gonna ask if they ever found the body of a chupacabra because everybody's like, well, why do we never come across the corpses of Bigfoot?
Mhm. I guess
But
they
it
find, like, a
sounds like they
lot.
might have found one.
Mhm. They find, like, mangly, pale white, like hyena dog looking creatures.
That's terrifying.
Mhm. And I have another one, March 2017, Alachoa, Honduras. Residents of Agujas in Olancho, Honduras, worried after finding a dead bull without eyes or tongue, according to La Tribuna. Residents saw an ugly white animal prowling the pastures believed to be the El Chupacabra.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And that was
Mhm.
from remezcla.com featuring culture Chupacabra sightings of this year.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was like little snippets of like a date a place and like a small description.
Hmm.
And I also went to cryptidsfandom.com/wiki/chupacabra.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right,
When I
that is all I have.
Thanks, Craig.
Yeah, thanks, Craig. When I think of the Chupacabra, I think of the Scooby-Doo
Scooby-Doo, yes.
Monster Mexico
No.
movie. At the beginning, there's like, I think it's a talking bird or something, and he's like, El Chupacabra, El Chupacabra, like for 20 freaking minutes.
That's so annoying. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know there were different flavors of chupacabras.
Same. I always like pictured the dog type,
Yeah, same. I didn't know
like
there was
the
a
monkey, like,
reptilian variant.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I also like that you pulled out the cryptid poster or the cryptid print
Oh,
behind
yeah.
you. Yeah. Yay.
If you're watching us on YouTube, you can see Craig's
cryptid print.
from the Witch Bitch
Yeah.
Amateur Hour. Cute. Well,
Whale?
we have socials.
We do have socials.
We're on everything.
We are. We have a YouTube.
Everything.
Everything.
We have a TikTok.
We have an Instagram.
We have a Lemonade. We have
Tumblr.
Tumblr. I was going to say we have Grindr. No,
We have
don't.
Grindr.
That's the wrong thing. No.
Catch us on Grindr, guys.
No. I mean, no.
No.
Look, you're on. But, like, I don't think it's for me. Obviously.
We
Only toes. Just kidding.
only toes.
Hey, I did start an OnlyFans. There's nothing on there. I'm going to tell ghost stories on there.
Slay.
For $1 a month, you
A
can
whole
listen
doll
to me.
hair.
I know. Just kidding. I mostly did it out of boredom one night just to see. Anyway.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
We have an email where you can send
Yes.
your ghost stories. We've mentioned it, I think, like 3 times.
Yes. You can also do it you could just put them anywhere that is easiest for you. Like DM us or message us on Facebook or anything that's easiest for you.
Yes. seancewithmysiblings@gmail.com. We also have a Patreon now that you can join for free.
Have we even put anything on
We
there
haven't
yet?
put anything on there yet. We're gonna put our live when we do our first live, which was actually supposed to be this week. God fucking shit. I forgot. Oh no, it's not the second weekend.
No,
it's not the second
first
weekend.
weekend.
Okay,
It's next
next
time.
week.
Next week, we will be doing a live on Sunday on at least YouTube.
At least YouTube.
TikTok is giving us some
It's a little
problems verifying that we're not children.
Yeah.
Is not accepting my driver's license as verification, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, see.
Okie dokie. Bye.
Wave at the camera.